Alrighty, guys, welcome to the live stream today. It's been a pretty crazy morning so far as Microsoft and Google have both reported last night, and both of them are tanking down. As of this morning, we still have Google really selling off, down 8.5%, continuing down even lower, down another $1.50 here instantly at open, now down over $2. So huge drop there from Google. Microsoft also dropping and breaking that low of last night as well. Definitely not what we wanted from the earnings season, guys. Obviously, people were looking for these two powerhouse stocks to move up and help the market, but that obviously did not happen. Good morning, Keisha, Jamie, George. Thank you guys for being here today. I really appreciate you. And looking at the market overall right now, I see a lot of opportunity out of growth stocks, actually. I'm noticing that growth stocks are actually doing a lot better than other stocks are in the market. So I don't know what that is. They're just holding up slightly better. You know, we go look at stuff like Meta. It's coming down with Google's earnings last night. They had bad ad revenue on YouTube. So that spilled over into Meta, unfortunately. But Meta is kind of holding this 131 support. So not too bad today, but still not the type of drop you'd want to see. Then we go look at stuff like Apple. Even they fell down a little bit. I will say nothing overly crazy with Apple, but it is a pullback that I think is worth mentioning, though, given all the downtrend we've been having, I should say. Take some of these arrows off here real quick. I will say, though, Apple has been consistently breaking out up above 146, and it's actually looked fairly good here. So I've been liking it. Hopefully it keeps going, and it doesn't look too bad to me. But thank you guys so much for joining up here. I appreciate you guys joining up today. Lots of big moves in the market. Looking at my watch list, Enphase is leading us to the upside after their earnings were actually surprisingly very good compared to Google and Microsoft. So nice to see Enphase moving up. That's great to see. FSLR is moving up with Enphase in sympathy, so that's a decent move to see. Looking at that daily chart for FSLR, it actually still looks pretty good. I mean, still could be on a pretty good uptrend overall. Same thing with Enphase. It pulled back a little bit, but I mean, look at how high we're back up now. Almost back up to the all-time high, only around 30 points away now. From the low to the high here, we've moved up something like 50 points. So just goes to show how quick this stock can move, and it moved like 30 points in just 2 days with those crazy earnings going on. But yeah, so big stuff there. Visa had earnings the other day too, and yeah, very nice to see them popping up 3.64% today, still running up, looking extremely solid. I think this is going to be pulling other banks up, and it is. JP Morgan's breaking out, Bank of America's breaking out. We're seeing a lot of good breakouts here from the banks, guys. Actually, Bank of America is in one hell of a setup. Let's go. Actually, pretty cool looking there. Wow, that's crazy. Yeah, the banks are really strong. Bank of America, Citigroup, Wells Fargo, Goldman Sachs, or I accidentally typed GD. GS, though. They look, they honestly have the same type of movement there, but weird to see. General Dynamics and Goldman Sachs have the same movement today. Hope you guys had a good night, though. I hope you guys are enjoying these earnings reports coming out. I know that you guys might not win on all of them if you are playing earnings. Obviously, earnings are very risky, but I hope you guys are having fun with them nonetheless. And if you guys are doing well on any options, let me know. Keisha actually just typed, my booking is now up 420%. That's my favorite number, Keisha. Let's go, though. 420%. That's fucking amazing. That's a lot. I mean, that's a good percentage, Keisha. Gotta give you that. Yeah, and look at that daily chart for bookings. Still looking solid, moving up above yesterday's high. What's up with this one? Why are they doing so good? Weird. Yeah, Delta's kind of up too. Pretty crazy, actually, I'll say. Pretty crazy. Good old Delta Airlines. Come on, let's go, Delta. Break that high. I'm waiting for you. Come on. Let's go, let's go. Yeah, just let me know what stocks you guys are watching, what stocks you guys are playing today, and we will take a good look at those. Really nice to see these good breakouts happening, though, like with Delta here. Very nice to see on the chart. I know we don't always look at these big breakouts like this, or we don't usually catch them live exactly, but really cool to see that one breaking up above 34 there. Looking very nice, actually. XPEV actually looks very nice, too. Holding up quite well. I know they had that big drop down, but they fully recovered from the past couple days, so great to see there. Poor XPEV. This stock on the daily chart has been getting beaten down. Big time. This company actually has weird stuff. Crazy stuff, guys. Really crazy. Like, I'm talking flying cars this company's into. Here, watch this. Xpeng flying car. Let's see. I promise you I ain't lying. I'm not lying. Like, look at this. This was just a couple days ago. There was a tech event in China, and Xpeng showcases their flying car. That is insane. That's nuts. I just can't believe it. Like, could you imagine driving this thing around? Or I should say flying it around, I guess, right? Could you imagine flying this? The Times of India, what? What website am I on? Here, yeah, let's watch a video. You can actually see it. It's actually really cool. Here you go. You guys are gonna love this if you're into flying cars. Keisha called KR yesterday, now they're up 112%. Hell yeah. I love KR, Keisha. KR, Walmart, Costco. Those three stocks are like, they're very consistent. They've been very consistent for me over the years. Well, their options have been too, I should say. Look at this damn car though, guys. It's literally flying. It opened up wings from the inside and now flies. Now keep in mind, it's just a video. It's a concept. This is not 100% how it goes yet, but very neat. I think it's very cool to see stuff like this. Yeah, very cool though. Very cool, and the stock is moving back up. They're right around all-time, well, not all-time lows, at least yearly lows, if not all-time lows. It might be, but General Motors is popping. There we go. They had a nice pop with their earnings yesterday, and I'm glad to see them continuing up. Keisha was saying KR, though, and yeah, that stock is flying on the chart today. Very nice gap back to the upside. Very nice move up. We'll take it. Good old KR. Walmart's still going, too. Oh, yes, Walmart. It is not slowing down as of now. That's crazy. straight to the upside, guys. Just straight up on Walmart. Crazy to see. Let's go look at Tesla for you, Keisha. You're up 10%. Very nice, Keisha. You might end up in the green by quite a bit on this one if it keeps going. Jeez, it's breaking out. It held very strongly here, right around 218. Yeah, it held up very, very well. So glad to see that, Keisha. Good for good old Tesla. Good old Tesla. You gotta love Tesla, right? I don't know if you guys saw this yesterday or not, but I put this in Discord and it has to do with Tesla. So let me go get it because I thought it was actually a very interesting article. And I feel like a lot of people might be missing out on the article. So let me go grab it real quick. It's actually one of my favorites. Here it is. It says Tesla's working on a smaller and cheaper EV that will outsell all current Teslas combined. He's looking for a car that will eventually cost around something like $25,000. Now, I don't know if it can get down that low, but I think if they come out with something low, like 30,000 range, somewhere between like maybe like 30 to 40,000, and if it looked like this, which honestly, you know, it's not my favorite look in the world. I'll give it that. I don't really like the look too much. It looks a little bit sporty though, which is cool. To me, it looks a little bit too tallish. It looks too European almost. I don't know. It has a little bit of like a weird look to it to me. But if they could come out with this for cheap, that would be really cool. So I can't wait to see what happens here. But if they could get it, like it says, between $25,000 and $35,000, that would be an amazing achievement in my opinion, and great for Tesla. You know, I'm glad that they're doing this stuff, and I think that it should definitely help them out, and they need it. You know, they're kind of, I think, in that spot now where people are like, yeah, I like Tesla, but for the price, you know, it's not justified. You know, I mean, like here, let's go build a build on Tesla.com really quick. Let's go build a Model 3. Let's see what we can get one for now. Let's see. We'll just do a base crappy Model 3. The base Model 3 is going for $40,390, and that includes all the incentives and savings and blah blah blah. Here we go. Here's the real price: $46,999. Then the performance is $62,000. Can't even get the long range anymore because it's been let's just say everyone's buying them. But yeah, so look at that, 62 grand. Now you're looking at this and you're like, okay, yeah, 62 grand, cool. I get a really high performing Tesla, 0 to 60 in 3.1 seconds, 315 miles of range, pretty good top speed, you know, pretty cool car, has the screen, has interior, you know, has leather seats, but overall just very bland, very cheap plastics for anyone who has been in there before. Low build quality, kind of feels like a Ford Fusion or something like that, I've heard. So keep that in mind. Or you can do used BMW M5 for sale. Now let's go check those out. So we're looking for something around, you know, 60 grand or so. Something around like 60K. Let's see if we can find one. Like here's one pretty close, right? It's got 51,000 miles, but I mean, you're getting like one of the coolest cars out there. Here's one, 60K, same price, 70,000 miles, 2018 BMW M5. It's in Oregon. I mean, look at that interior. You just, oh, it's so good. The car looks great. Crazy seats. So much attention to detail. Tremendous build quality. Now, granted, some stuff might go wrong. It's a BMW. But you're getting a way nicer, way cooler car, in my opinion, for the same price. And that's the issue with Tesla to me. But I think Teslas are cool, though. They're just not, to me, worth all of that money. They need to somehow bring that down. Or they need to up the build quality inside. You know, it wouldn't be that hard for them to have a little bit nicer seats, a little bit sturdier of cup holders and plastics and all that stuff. So, but it looks like they're going for the cheaper version. You know, they're starting to work on this cheaper car here. Very interesting concept. If it looks like that, that would be very cool. But I don't know. Interesting. And Tesla's moving up. I wonder if that article last night helped them out a little bit. Or I shouldn't say last night, just the past couple days, because that is very interesting. Yeah, still breaking out for you, Keisha, though. Very nice. Very nice. Glad to see. Glad to see you're winning on those ones. That's amazing. Yeah, let me know what you guys are watching. Let me know if you see any stocks breaking or running up or anything like that. I know there's a few right now, like Enphase is trying to get back up. Moderna's climbing up the watch list tremendously quick. They're already up 3.5% today. We had banks breaking out earlier. They're still looking solid. I'll take that overall. Still looks pretty good. Let's go see Snap. Is Snap still? Yeah, they're still recovering up from earnings. I drew RIP on there, and I left it on there because I figured it'd be funny if it recovered to look at the RIP. Wow, look at DraftKings. Can we get a round of applause, guys? Wow. All right. That's amazing. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. What a move, DraftKings. I love it. I love that. Let's go. If Meta's green, I'm going to be even happier. Oh, shit. Damn. It's too bad. I saw Kraft did okay, though, earlier. Oh, no. Oh, no, Kraft. Oh, stab me in the heart. Oh. No. Not what you want to see there. Damn it, Kraft. Couldn't have helped us out, could they? All right, Spy, I see you. You're trying to come back for us. Look at that 1 minute. Looking good, looking good. Right around 381. 381, not bad. Whew. Come on, Spy. Keep recovering for us. You can do it. I like the way Spy is kind of holding here at this double bottom around 381. Definitely looks solid. You know, it looks a lot better than a lot of other plays could be looking. So I'll take it. Not too bad. Not too bad at all, really. Especially when you look at GOOG and Microsoft. Microsoft's down 3 points. I love that Big Daddy scene. I don't think people liked it too much, but but I love that scene. Hey, Keisha, I see your Kroger calls in the Profits channel. Very nice. And bookings. Damn. Nice on bookings, Keisha. There you go. 2,700 right there. 900 came away with a nice 36.85, it looks like, Keisha. Nice. Very, very nice. Not bad. Let's go check out some China stocks. How are we looking? Baba's kind of double topping here. Almost broke out. Let's go see JD. Yeah, got up there. Baidu. Those stocks ran up. Hopefully they don't consolidate too long now. LVS here popping. Looking solid. DKNG. Still going for DraftKings, guys. There we go. 4.26%. Back up to $14.70. Look at that daily chart. Looking pretty good. I mean, we kind of bounced off that lower trend line. It did kind of consolidate slightly lower than that, but hey, we'll take it. You know, it's moving up. There we go. Any day DraftKings is green, we can have a party, guys. Let's go. Yeah, let's go DraftKings, Keisha says. Hell yeah. Looking great. Looking fantastic. And don't forget to smash that like button, guys. We're trying to find some good plays here this morning. I will say, everything has just been crazy this morning. We've seen a lot of pullbacks like on Apple, but then again, stocks like DraftKings are really breaking. So really big difference between the growth stocks to the bigger movers in the market today. Like, look at Walmart's now pulling back. KR also coming down a little bit. Hey, what's up, Marty Longoria? Thanks for joining. Thanks for being here today. Let me know what you're watching, Marty. I'd appreciate it. I'm actually going to make a nice poll, like I promised yesterday, about the China stocks. How should I word this? Do you like China stocks? Do you agree owning China stocks? Would you own China stocks? There we go. Would you own China stocks? Yes. Dash. They will recover. No. All right, guys, I posted up a poll for you. I think I put a bit of a funny answer in there. Oh, I hope you guys like that one. But yeah, I think that'd be a pretty cool poll about the China stocks, guys. I know a lot of people like China stocks. A lot of people don't like China stocks. Let me know how you think and what you think in the poll. Personally, in my opinion, if I could, it won't let me vote in the poll, of course, because I made it. But if it was me, I'd be voting no. Why buy China when U.S. stocks are so low? It wouldn't let me put the whole response out there, but you know, why buy China stocks when U.S. stocks are low is what I would have voted for. But vote for whatever you guys want. I hope that they recover up myself, but it's just so risky that personally I'm not getting in to them. I will trade options on them though, and I will do a lot of stuff with options, maybe some strategies. If you know, if you're smart, maybe covered calls or something if you do own shares. But you know, it's just not for me. Whenever I look at DraftKings or Meta or what's something even better? I'm trying to think of something like a really good example here. Maybe something like Palantir, or even wow, look at Palantir today. There we go. It's actually looking, glad we switched to this one. Looking good. But yeah, Palantir's one. I mean, there's so many growth stocks, so many US companies low. I could even go look at something like Apple, for example. And that's down significantly year to date. So, you know, you could even pick that up at a good discount right now. There's just a lot of opportunities. So I just think, why go for China stocks? But you know, I get it. It could pay out very well. Baba's a decent company if China can get their act together. So Keisha said, I actually held my booking up 509% now. She has a sell order at 800%. Oh my gosh, Keisha. BKNG. Let's see if it can get there, Keisha. That would be nuts, honestly. 800%. I hope you didn't overdo it this time. Wow. But J&J, you're right. That is still looking extremely strong on the charts. And when I say extremely strong, it really does look extremely strong. Great movement up, great recovery up over the past few days from that little drop that it had that one morning. So great stuff there, Keisha. We might be breaking out above 172 today on J&J, which would be pretty cool to see. Bet we could get a bigger move. Saram says Pfizer's moving as well. PFE. Well, let's look. Pfizer. PFE. Yeah, it definitely is. It's breaking out above that little double top there, right around 45.80. I'll kind of draw it out there for you guys. There was definitely some big resistance right there. So glad to see that we broke above that. And it looks like some buyers came in this morning up above that level too. So great stuff there with Pfizer. Hopefully it holds. It might pull back a little bit. It's up quite a bit the past, let's just see, 4 days in a row. We've had some pretty good green days, so we'll have to see if it's going to slow down or if we're going to keep running. You know, it just depends. But good call, Saram. I'm glad you called out Pfizer because I probably would have forgot about him. So far, though, guys, out of 5 total votes, 60% of you have voted for yes, they will recover. So don't forget to vote in that poll, guys. We have 5 votes and 14 viewers, so let's get those numbers up. Same thing with the like button, guys. Don't forget to smash the like button if you are enjoying the stream. If you hate the stream, then type in the comments that you hate me if you want to. At least you're commenting. That'll help. So I appreciate you guys. Trying to have some good fun here. Let's go see LVS, though. LVS, 1.18%, kind of recovering up. I've been really eyeing up these casino stocks that operate a lot in China, like Win and LVS do. Hey, good morning, Purdy. Long time no see. If you're watching anything, Purdy, let me know. You can check that out. SPY, still holding up at 381. I'm curious today if SPY's going to hold up or drop. I have a bad feeling SPY might end up into the red today. I don't know why I have that feeling, but that's kind of where I'm leaning towards today, is in the red, given that we've been up so much. If GOOG and Microsoft recover up a little bit, though, that will help us, so. Wow, yeah, so far 8 votes, 62% of you guys are thinking the China stocks will recover. So very interesting. Very, very interesting. I know sometimes the market likes to go against the majority, so I sure hope that's not the case with China stocks, but ooh, that'd be scary if some of those stocks got delisted or something. I couldn't imagine. Here's one big scare I have with China. Is what if they do something to Taiwan like Russia's done to Ukraine? You know, that would be tough. And a lot of people are contemplating that could really happen, but scary. Scary, scary. Hey, Purdy. He said, can you check out the 200 EMA line on SPY? Historically, we have used it as support during the last 3 tightening cycles, and we're now sitting at the 200 EMA again right now. Bravo says, sup, Tom? I bought some V shares before earnings yesterday. Wow. Hell yeah, Bravo. Great buy. Visa was one of those companies that I thought might do a little bit better with earnings. And I think banks might do a little bit better as well, because I feel like people are going to be borrowing a little bit more. They're going to be using credit more. So I think that's a good thing. You bought Visa there, Bravo. Bravo to Visa. Let's go. He says huge holder of V. So very nice, Bravo. Give Bravo some W's in the chat. Guys, that's actually really nice. Really nice play on Visa there, Bravo. Very nice. I'm glad you hold that. I think if you've been buying that up on the dip recently, you could possibly have a really good play for the long term. So very nice there. Marty says, so what's going on with China? What did I miss? So Marty, there's a lot. So their president, I'm probably going to butcher the name, President Xi or Xi Jinping, or however you pronounce it, he has been reelected to a 3rd term, Marty, and he actually can become president for life as they removed term limits in 2019. So very interesting. He'll probably keep becoming president over and over, but a lot of China stocks gapped down this week because whenever that event happened, it's obviously bad news for China stocks because he has been very stringent. He's imposed lots of regulations, and they're very secure with their data in China, or maybe not secure with it, but they're very strict with it nonetheless, with how data is given to the government. So that's why BABA and a lot of these China stocks fell, was because of those fears. Now, in my opinion, there's just been a lot of negative sentiment with China this whole year in general because of those regulations. I remember DD had some really bad issues. They're not even on the damn market anymore. They had so many issues. But, you know, all these other China stocks have been down so much this year because China's been threatening Taiwan, number one. Number two, all those restrictions and regulations. Number three, COVID lockdowns. I mean, there's been a lot of issues with China, guys, so be careful with it. To me, like I said, it's not worth holding because we have so many good U.S. companies at lows right now. Why risk? Why take the big risk when you can have the same amount of returns out of a lot of these U.S. companies? So, like, let's look at PDD, high to low, 210 down to 51. Let's go look at Zoom. Zoom, high, up around 588 down to 84. DraftKings, similar, you know, big move, 73 down to 14. Big percentage drop. Anything else? Like, let's try to figure something out interesting. MasterCard, you know, I know it's not anything crazy, but from the high to the low, 400 down to 321. Not bad. Microsoft was recently pretty low too, 351 all the way down to lows of 220. So, you know, lots of great opportunities in the market. To me, I just say, why risk it? But hey, I agree though. You know, I hope they recover up, and BABA's a decent company. As long as China gets its act together, it should be good. To me though, that stuff with China and Taiwan put me over the edge. Once I heard that, I was done. You know, that's really what did it for me. Because I think that they will probably eventually try to do something with Taiwan. So we'll have to see. If they do, it's going to be a very big mess. But let's go look at that 200 EMA on the SPY. I'll try to get that up. EMA. I'm not a big EMA fan. I'm a big SMA fan, but it don't really matter. They're usually pretty close. So let's go check it out. You said on the daily chart on SPY? Can you check out the 200 EMA line on SPY? Oh, well, you got to give... Do you mean on a daily chart? Oh, go to a weekly chart. Okay. He did say which one, so I'll give him that. Oh, yeah. It has held up a little bit. Look at that. Yeah, decent. Wow. Very nice. Yeah, that has actually held up. Huh. Not bad. Obviously, during COVID, though, it had some issues. I personally like to throw on the 1000 SMA myself, so I'm curious where that is. Let's see, SMA. Oh, they call it smooth moving average on here? What the that's fucked up. That's messed up. So I like to look at the 1000. Now, I know the 1000 is going to be a lot bigger of a range than that 200 was, but I don't know. I really like to eye up the 1000 myself. And keep in mind, this is the SMMA. I don't know what the hell's up with all these things nowadays. Jeez. But yeah, Purdy, I think that's very interesting. Good call. That could definitely be a good thing. Hopefully we keep bouncing right here. We were kind of right on that 200. We like fell below it a little bit, but pretty much right on. Bravo says, can you look at Walmart and Denny's? I think DNN is Denny's anyways. Yeah, let's see. Walmart, though, had a good day today. Walmart's had a great chart, Bravo. I mean, amazing chart. But we're right back up into big resistance here, right around 140 to 142. So be a little bit careful of that. It'll probably hold up, especially given that we've just went straight up here the past few days. So watch for a little bit of consolidation. But overall, amazing move with Walmart. We actually had an unusual options play on our YouTube video last week regarding Walmart. And ever since that video, and ever since someone took that huge position, Walmart has been exploding. So very cool to see that. Gengar Phantom 69. What a name. Gengar. I hope that's not a bad thing to say. It says the closest thing I have is VWO, and I want to get rid of it already. What is that? Emerging Markets ETF. VWO. Interesting. I've never looked into this one too much. Let's look at their holdings, though. Where's the holdings? Give me the holdings. Here we go. Oh, wow. So the biggest thing in their fund is Taiwan Semiconductors. They have Tencent, Baba, Infosystems, Reliance. Interesting. Very interesting. So, I kind of like this Gengar. You know, I would rather hold this than just hold China stocks themselves. So, at least this has Taiwan mixed in. And a couple others like Vale. Granted, very low in the portfolio, though. Mainly, it's TSM, Tencent, Alibaba. INDA ETF, he says. INDA, Purdy looks at. Never heard of this one, but wow, it's doing pretty well. Doing pretty well. I like it. I think like Queb could be maybe a good play for China stocks if you want to get a good ETF, but very risky, you know. That thing's been really dying. Really, really dying. Bravo says, what's the next support on TNX? I feel it's the main thing that moves the market these days. It definitely is, Bravo. 100%, and there's a big support right around 4 even. So watch for 4% on the 10-year yield. Let's go to US 10Y, and you can see we're hovering right around 4%. So very big, guys, very big. Good to see yields coming down a little bit, though. Hopefully they can fall down. Sorry about that. I had a big yawn. Hopefully they have a big drop down, though. Talking too much. Not getting enough air in. Gotta take some deep breaths. Slow down for the market. All right. Yeah, pretty interesting, though. India ETF. I don't really know what any Indian companies are, so if you guys know any big Indian-based companies, let me know it. Yeah, I forgot about Denny's. Bravo, damn it. I'll throw it on. It's actually looking really good today. Ooh. Ooh. Well, I don't know what's going on with Denny's, Bravo, but they had that big drop with earnings. They are consolidating quite well here around these COVID supports, around $8.60. Big moves off of $9. We're back above 10 now. Man, it looks pretty good, Bravo. I mean, I don't know how much longer this slight uptrend's going to go for, but I mean, if we start filling this gap back up, this could be a pretty damn good play. Wow. I like Wendy's. Or Denny's, I mean, Denny's. Wendy's is looking solid too. I will say Wendy's is right on resistance though, so be a little careful. That 2050 to 2060 is held up pretty well actually over the past year in just all types of different levels, so be a little bit careful of that one. Good old Wendy's though. I kind of like Wendy's. I like the setup here, but I like the setup better on Denny's though. DENN. I think that's a better setup. We're filling the gap. We're breaking recent resistance around 1060. Let's go. Hopefully that thing can get all the way up to maybe 12 or even 1250 again. That would be beautiful if it could get up to, like, look at 1240 is a huge resistance, guys. So 1240 might be a good target. I'm going to plot that. I'm plotting that. Let's go. Let's go. Come on, Denny's. Come on, Denny's. Make us happy. Make us happy. Only if it goes up, though. If it goes down, well, Denny's, then I hope you go out of business. No, I'm just joking. I like Denny's. I think they're a cool place. You know, where else do you go eat when you're drunk at 4 in the morning, right? Where else? TXRH. Yeah, you know, TXRH is better, Bravo, in my opinion. Way better of a restaurant. Bigger chain. Damn, that's a good chart. We should have bought this on the dip. Damn. What a good recovery, though. Bravo has been a believer of restaurants more than tech these days. Hey, I don't blame you, Bravo. Some of these restaurants have done amazing. Like, fuck, I wish I could think of more in my head. Even like pizza things. Like, look at Domino's Pizza. I mean, it's fallen off recently, but look at that chart from COVID plus. I mean, what? What's like the Spaghetti Factory? I think there's another one. Purdy says, have you looked at Snapchat lately? They're down 90% in the last year, and insiders are still selling and diluting shares for quarterly bonuses. The company is robbing its shareholders. I'm a huge bear on Snapchat. Haven't taken out a position yet, though, but I want to buy some puts long term. You know, Purdy, I'll be honest. Now, this is just me being maybe over-analyzing it, but I've been following Snapchat a little bit. Now, as far as the stuff goes with insiders still diluting shares for bonuses and stuff like that, I'm not too familiar with their fundamentals or that type of company-specific stuff. But looking at the chart here, I think shorting this one down here could be a big mistake. Now, I think it's a good thing to maybe look at shorting this stock, but just we went too much. We went down too quickly with too big of a move. I feel like at some point, Purdy, a lot of shorts that have been in already for this big drop are going to start covering. And whenever they cover, it could push Snapchat back to the upside. And I would expect them to cover at some point. You know, like they have to take profits eventually. So, but Purdy, I don't blame you on the play. I think it's a decent look. I'm glad you've done your research and you've looked into it a little bit. So that's good to see. It's just something that I don't agree with, just given how low it is. I feel like a lot of the people who've been shorting it are going to start getting out down here, and then turn, like they sell the position to open, so they buy it to close. And whenever all the people start doing buying to close orders on this, I think that we're going to start seeing Snapchat push back up. So that's my only worry, Purdy, is that. So other than that, though, Snapchat's been terrible and it's been dying. Just a little bit worried about that push back up. And it might not be a huge push back up either. It might be small, but I could see something up to maybe $16 or $20 or something like that eventually. But if the market keeps falling, then Snapchat should start dying off again, Purdy. I'll give you that. Like I said, I haven't really done the fundamental research on Snapchat. I don't know a lot of company specifics, but Saram says, what about PayPal? PYPL SPY is actually getting close to the high of day. But yeah, there goes PayPal. Actually, PayPal on the daily chart looks extremely well, in my opinion. Now, we do have earnings coming up according to TradingView here. Keep in mind, sometimes these dates have been wrong on TradingView, so take that with a grain of salt. But I think the play looks pretty solid. We've been on a bit of a downtrend recently, but it looks like it might try to break this back up. Now, I'm noticing we're right on a trend line right now. I can just eye it up in my mind and see this. So we're going to need to have a solid breakout up above this trend line and up above that 92.50 resistance. So hopefully we see that happen sometime soon. And I think it can, Saram. You know, PayPal's been going down a lot this year. And I think PayPal will start to do a little bit better, obviously, as the market recovers up. So let's go, guys. Lots of stocks are low. PayPal is one of those stocks that I would agree with someone buying down here at the bottom. So let's see a good move up eventually. We'll take it. I know PayPal's been getting into credit cards and stuff, and you know, maybe the credit market doing better with people borrowing and stuff might help it. Might be pretty good. Estee Lauder. Bravo says they own EL, but it's been trash. Yeah, it really has been trash. Holy crap. Really bad. It's not down to the COVID low or nothing, but we're sitting like right on this key $200 support level. I don't know, Bravo. It could be good. Yeah, I'd rather hold Visa too, but Visa's a lot safer of a stock. You know, like look, we're gonna go from 200 up to 250. You know, it's nice, safe, it's slow, it's good for that reason. But as far as like people wanting to take a little bit more some risk, PayPal should do okay in my opinion. But I still think that the other ones are better too. Yeah, Purdy, it's been tough for them. You know, they've reported terrible ad numbers too at Snapchat. It's been rough. It's been really rough. Yeah, that's my only worry is just if they have that short-term pop back up, then maybe, you know, eye up a put play somewhere up here or something, but or just wait for some good momentum. Maybe that's a good way. Looks like we're running right up to resistance here, right around 10 bucks even. Could end up holding up. Interesting. Keisha says, let's go J&J. And Bravo says, DraftKings is doing okay. Yeah, it definitely is doing okay, especially today. Very well. The daily chart's holding up okay on this big support that we were sitting at around 1250. So definitely not bad with DraftKings. I'm liking that daily. We are right at resistance again. You know, big resistance around 1450 to 15 bucks. So we do have to worry about that a little bit today. It is already up quite a bit. So I would not be surprised if it slowed down, but hey, let's go DraftKings. Keep going for us. And yeah, let's go. Love that. Love to see that. Bravo says you see TNX going to 3.4 to 3.6. TNX, the 10-year Treasury note yield. Let's see. TNX going to 3.4 to 3.6. Yeah, I do. I do see that, Bravo. I think that could be a safe move. I think that could be a safer play. I could see, yeah, right around, yeah, 3.4, maybe even 3.2 if the market goes crazy. But we should see a dip on this eventually. I mean, like, look at this uptrend. It's been unprecedented for a long time. Long time. Like, let's go back on TNX's chart. Like, we have not seen an uptrend on TNX like that in forever. I mean, we're going back to 1980. We're going all the way back to 1980 before TNX really ran up that much. Wow. At least, you know, that strong, that big of an uptrend. It's been a while, so pretty crazy. Huge move. Now, I'm not saying we're at the highest levels of the 80s, but we're at, you know, like this move from low to high is extremely just overdone, overcooked. It overcooked the move up. Probably going to drop down and consolidate a little bit. And I would hope that maybe this holiday season heading into the beginning of the year might be good. You know, hopefully it keeps dropping down now and hopefully we don't fall down next year again. Johnson and Johnson. There we go. Breaking out on that daily chart, Keisha. Like you said, it's running and it's starting to go. Looking pretty good. JWN has a good, has a really nice head and shoulders setup, Keisha says. Let's see. Head and shoulders pattern. Let's check it out on that daily chart. Yeah, looking pretty good. Almost textbook. If this neckline or shoulder here extended back down towards 17 even, it would look even better, Keisha. Let's look at it on the 1 hour chart. Yeah, looking pretty good. Pretty good, pretty good. What was the one that I've really been looking at for a head and shoulders? There was one stock I talked about in yesterday's stream where the head and shoulders was so perfect. It was like perfect. But now I can't remember what it was. Was it Walmart? Nope. Something though. Hey, Bravo, coming in with the $5 super chat. Let's go. Thank you so much, Bravo. He says, thanks, Tom. Keep up the good work. Send my regards to Mike. I definitely will, Bravo. Thank you for that super chat there. $5. I appreciate that. Let's go. He says, I like JWN and all. Details going to holiday next month. IMO, they are a buy. Nordstrom, let's go see. JWN. Yeah, you know, I like this setup too. I think that looks like a pretty good, you know, play, kind of like Keisha was saying there. Pretty good play. I like it. Looking like a pretty good head and shoulders pattern. George said, wasn't it Lucid yesterday, Tom? It was Lucid. Lucid was the play. That was the head and shoulders pattern that played out almost perfect. I mean, perfect. I could draw the boxes out even. It was so perfect. It was perfectly off support, and it's still going. Let's go, Lucid. But yeah, Bravo meant to say retailers, okay. But yeah, JWN, Nordstrom, Costco, Walmart, Dick's Sporting Goods. Don't sleep on DKS either, guys. I think DKS is a pretty slept on stock, but I will say DKS is already pretty high. Looking pretty good here, but I feel like they should do pretty well during the holidays. But yeah, that's awesome though. JWN, it's popping up. Thanks for that super chat, Bravo. He says, but wait, don't buy until after the Fed's meeting next month. You know, that could be a good thing, Bravo. Good call. That meeting is coming up November 2nd, guys. Is that next week? Yeah, next, this 1 week from today, guys, we're going to have the CME. Or not the CME, we're going to have the FOMC event. I'm going to the CME's website, though. Yeah, 7 days, 3 hours, 36 minutes, and 24 seconds. And it looks like they're pricing in a 93% chance of this being a 75 basis point increase. And they're pricing in a 6.7% chance of a 50 basis point increase. Could you imagine if the Feds cut their rates from 75.75 down to 0.50? Oh my gosh. If they went down to 50 basis points, that would be insane. I would think the market would pop up from that, but you never know. Sometimes the market can do weird stuff, but that would be insane. Bravo says, every year I buy retail before Black Friday and they pop. Good call, Bravo. That's a really smart thing, probably. Very smart. I know that a lot of those stocks do way better during the holiday seasons, usually. So, good thing, Bravo. That's awesome. I'm gonna have to start chanting, let's go Walmart, and just keep doing that now, because, man, these stocks are on fire. I just can't believe how much they've been going up day after day. It's not like they go up a lot every day. You know, it's only up 0.47% today. The other day, I think it was only up like 1 or 2%. But still, I mean, decent pops. Damn, SPY kind of hit up there at the top. Yeah, talking about earnings. Keisha asked, how do I think Apple will do with their earnings? Yeah, I think they'll actually do okay. I'll talk about that in 1 second. But tonight, we're going to have Meta, Ford, and Teladoc, guys. So be on the lookout. That's going to be a very big night. Meta and Ford will be huge. Obviously, Ford is a crazy company. They've been up, they've been down, they've been all over the damn place. Very hard to say, in my opinion, which way they're going to go. I'm trying to think here. Ford usually mimics General Motors, and General Motors did pretty well with earnings, so I would hope that Ford would go up with earnings as well. And it looks like, I mean, we're talking about these weird setups again down here. This is not necessarily a head and shoulders pattern, but I mean, what would you call this, guys? Like just a nice W? I mean, it's setting up pretty well as a nice like little W play there, so very interesting. Oh no! Tinder hot. Get out of here, guys. Don't click on that. Got the damn bots in here again. Darn it. Yeah, it was lucid though. That was looking good. So as far as Apple's earnings go, I gotta talk about it. Gotta talk about it a little bit. So as far as Apple's earnings, I feel like Apple is going to be a tough one. It's going to be tough in my opinion. I know that Apple actually cut their iPhone 14 production over the past couple weeks. They had some bad news with that, and they ended up falling down a little bit at one point off of the news, maybe on October 18th might have been the day. But they fell down off that news. It was bad. Obviously, the stock dropped a little bit. Now, keep in mind, they cut production on their 14 regular models. The iPhone 14 Pro and Pro Maxes still have good demand, but apparently they saw decreased demand for those cheaper iPhones. So I don't know if that's going to hurt Apple a little bit. I would expect it doesn't really hurt them much. But I don't know. Apple's a very tough one. Right now, inflation's hurting demand, and I would expect iPhones are one of those big things that get hurt. So there we go. Bravo, I'm going to send your regards to Mike right now, actually. That's crazy, though. I know that iPhone 14 production was bad. Here, I'll prove it to you guys. iPhone 14 production cut. Yep, Apple's cutting back production of the iPhone 14 Plus due to weak demand. So, not good. Definitely not good. Weak demand. I don't know. That does scare me a little bit. Oh, let's go back. Let's go look at some more BMWs, guys. Here, let's do this. Used 2015 BMW M5. Now we'll find him at a good price. There we go. Look at that. 40 grand. I know it's a 15, but better than paying 60 grand for Tesla in my eye. Poor Tesla. I just can't believe how much these things cost. Like, it's insane. It's nuts. Shouldn't even be allowed, I don't think. And then look, then you add on the full self-driving. Let's add that on. Yeah, we want enhanced autopilot and full self-driving. Let's see what it costs now. Now, it's going to cost... Continue to payment. Now it's going to be $70,000. Like, what the hell? Come on. Like, if you get the autopilot, they screw you. That's nuts. I could buy like a brand new tricked out F-150 or a brand new Dodge Ram or Silverado or hell, anything for that almost. Nice, guys. IES said, or Longoria says he has some Lucid at 12.95. Nice. You got in at a great time, and that thing's really running up there. Great play, Marty. Great move. Let's go. Lucid. How's Intel? All right, Intel, okay. Keep going. I see you. I see ya. Let's go. Let's get up there. End phase up to 304 even. Not bad. Karan says NFLX. Sitting right around $300. That's actually at a huge resistance there, Karan. Either Karan or Kieran. I don't know which way to say it. I'm just going to say Karan. Yeah, NFLX. Right around $300 even, though. Bravo says they see SPY going to 390, guys, but that could be our resistance. I don't see the bottom just yet. 390, but it could be resistance. You know, I could see that too. Let's check out that hourly chart. 390. Let's go look at it. Yes, yeah. 390 is definitely a big area, Bravo. Huge, actually. So I could see that holding up as resistance in the short term as well. Hell, you know, we talked about that in that head and shoulders on JWN. SPY kind of has that similar setup too. Very similar, actually. Down here at the bottom. End phase 300 plus, and Purdy says to check his comment about Adobe. Let's go see. Oh yeah, that got pushed up pretty far between the super chat and all those sex bots coming in. Damn, YouTube, you just have to. I mean, his name is literally best adult dating site. Like, YouTube, can you do a better fucking job, please? Please? Like, come on, is it that hard? Billions and billions and billions of dollars flow into YouTube, and you can't take the name best adult dating site and remove that somehow. Like, thank you. All right, Purdy. What do I think about Adobe? Balance sheet plus new guidance looks really bullish to me. Price to free cash flow ratio is below historical average as well. Hang on, guys. Sorry about that, guys. I had some weird background music randomly start playing from some website, so sorry for that. But yeah, Purdy, it was some of those stupid ads that pop up, you know. Purdy, though, as far as that goes with Adobe, let's check out the daily. You know, I like the daily. I like Adobe myself. I think it's a great stock. I think getting it at the right price is important, but it's at a pretty good valuation now, like you said. Let's go to the dashboard. Oh, hang on, that's the wrong dashboard. Hang on. Let me get to the right dashboard. Here we go. Let's look at Adobe. Price of sales is still a little bit high at 8.9. I don't know. You know, it still seems like price of sales is a little high. They're still growing revenue quarter over quarter, which is good. Let's look at the annual revenue growth. Yeah, annually it looks a lot better, so that's good. That's a good positive to see. They have decent net profit margins, 27%. I like. Yeah, that price to sales ratio, price to free cash flow at 21.563. Yeah. The free cash flow has been growing with the revenue. Net income ratio been going down a little bit. Okay. I like that growth here on this revenue to cost of revenue chart. Pretty good. You know, I kind of like this. I like this company. I think it's pretty good to buy, Purdy. I like it. I think Adobe's pretty good. Running pretty good here on the charts and looking solid. Hey, Xbox says good morning. I'm hoping I'm not too late. LOL. Kinda, Xbox. You're kinda a little late. We usually end the stream around 9:30. We're actually already at 9:35. That's all right. Saram again said Shopify was moving higher earlier. Good old Shopify. It really is. Let's go. Breaking out. Ooh. Looking good. Shopify. Let's go. Mike talked about this one. I hope you had a good job, a good day, or good. I want to say good day at work, but a good night at work, I guess. Xbox, if you were at work last night. Hope you had a good day. Hopefully you're feeling good today. Yeah, watch Shopify closely, guys. It's getting really close to that upper resistance there, right around 30.80. So watch for that big move and that big break there. It could end up being pretty cool, I think. Could end up seeing a pretty good breakout there, potentially. Some more buyers might come in. If we see that break, maybe some algos will trigger some good alerts there. So let's see, guys. Hopefully we see it, but Xbox said, I decided to say screw it and sell my IBM shares. I made a little over $70, and he was at work last night. So nice shit though, Xbox. You know, you're doing good on IBM. I'm glad you took some profits and won on the play. I will say that stock is getting pretty overextended, so I think that was a smart move. It'll probably slow down a little bit here eventually, so watch out for that. Gengar says CCL might move, and Bravo is asking about VIX. So CCL, let's check that out. CCL's moving. Let's see the 5-minute chart. Yeah, it's starting to get up there a little bit more. Running up above $9. We'll take that. Yeah, it's right at resistance though, so let's see a good break. Let's see a nice break here. Bravo says VIX is dropping below 27 though. Means we could go higher on SPY, but 25 is support in the short term. Yeah, it is. You know, that stuff almost held true again. If we would have got to 36, everybody says if VIX gets to 36, start buying stocks, because that's usually a pretty good time to identify lows. And yeah, it looks like again we got fairly close to 36 on VIX, and now we're back on the downtrend. Here's what I have to say with VIX, Bravo. And I am a little bit worried here with VIX, I will say. A little bit worried. Ooh, it's scary. This setup's scary. Scary setup, guys. Let me draw it out for you. So we're seeing this, okay? First things first, okay? We have this going on. All right? First things first. This is going on with VIX. Second thing second. I'm noticing some crazy movement here off of these wicks. Let's see if it can look good or not. Interesting. We broke out of it very slightly, but just got rejected again. Very interesting, though. I think this is going to be tough. Very tough, guys. Very, very tough. Here's why. Here's why I want to show you this is going all the way back to COVID. I want to show you why these trend lines on VIX are so important. Here's why these trend lines on VIX, guys, are very important. For anybody out there who is not a big technical trader on VIX, you can see how VIX stays between these wedges and eventually just straight up breaks out. Sorry about that. Since I've started trading, though, I've seen this happen multiple times. Here's another one. Another example here of it. It doesn't always, look exactly perfect, though, on the charts. That's the thing. It doesn't always look exactly perfect. But you guys can start to see how once VIX breaks that longer trend down, we start to get that big volatile move again. And we could even start here. Maybe the technical way is to start there. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, this could be the wedge too. Something like that, maybe. That could very well be the one in play. But I would guess it's the one that is more straight down, kind of like these other ones are. So we're going to have to see how VIX does here. Hopefully it goes on a good downtrend to the bottom of this wedge. But if it keeps holding at the bottom of this wedge, guys, I'm just warning you, be careful. Just be wary. This has happened plenty of times with VIX. Plenty of times. So just watch it. It could end up being a scary play. Good call, though, Bravo. I like it. I'm glad to talk about VIX. It's a huge thing for the market, so nice. Xbox says, I decided to say screw it and sell his shares. I also just sold 10 shares of OHI. I made a small amount on it too, so profits are profits, LOL. 100%. I mean, profits are profits, and I'm glad you're winning on or glad you won on OHI. Like I said, I don't know too much about OHI, but it does look pretty solid, so definitely not bad, but yeah, let's go though, Xbox. We'll take it. But yeah, thanks for joining up, everybody. Have a great rest of your day. Thank you, Xbox, Saram, Gengar, Bravo, Marty Longoria, George, Keisha, of course, Purdy, Jamie. Thank you guys so much for being here. I appreciate you. Have a great rest of your day, and as always, I will be in the Discord if you guys need anything. Xbox, you're in the Discord, right? What's your name in Discord? I think you'd like there's a lot of good plays always being thrown around in there, so could have some fun. But I appreciate you guys. Have a great rest of your day, and if you have any questions, you know where to find me.